think I fixed it. No more spinning. Started. So that's good. Alright, now I just gotta get fuel up here. Alright, let me work on this. Okay, so I've got a fuel leak here. That's why I was running to go shut the engine off. I probably could have just popped the either one of the coil wires or negative, but this right here, it's got a little bit of a leak. So let me fix this and see what we can do. I wasn't quick enough to get the cover back on, so now my exhaust is boiling off some oil. So I know I'm getting oil up to the upper rocker there. See it right there. I gotta put the cover back on, but we can get this engine running. Alright folks, I think that's it. That was a good 30 or so minutes of me fluctuating RPM, well over 2,000. I do need to time it a little bit better, get the valve lash better, but we've got it good. I was a little concerned about all of the oil leaking from back there. That's why I put the valve cover back on and kind of tightened it down. But otherwise, I'm gonna have to work on this fuel line, because it keeps these flares. I bought this yesterday at Napa, but I just cut it right there. It's still got the flare right there. Just tighten that down. I am plumbed all the way to right there. You can barely see it, but I am plumbed all the way there from the rear tank, and I have maybe a gallon left here in this tank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour this into my tank back there and release out of it, and then I'm going to chuck the gas, because it's probably got some sediment and stuff in there from that tank. Tank's never been used, but it needs to be cleaned out before I even attempt to hook it up. But I'm very pleased about how this sounds and looks and runs, and you know, for doing all this by myself, I mean, I did have Jim come over and help me the other day, try to get it all set up, but we're good now. I'm really anxious to get this to a exhaust shop, put some exhaust on it. So previous clip, and I'm gonna put footnote on there obviously so you saw that, but my speedometer was acting up and my mileage was already acting up, because remember, this was at 0. Now it's at 5.0. So really what was is centrifugal force of it it's in neutral, and not having a drive shaft in it, it just started flapping. You know, it's got a cable that runs from the back of the speedometer down, and that's all it was. So everything works, and I even adjusted my heater. So this is a older style, well actually a newer style truck compared to what I have. This plate right here, this valve, and hooked up my water lines to it, my jacket water lines. So if I do this, it opens flow in. If I close this, it stops it right here, and it doesn't come back. So in case I have a bad heater core, which is about $500 to have rebuilt, or a brand new one, because they don't make this particular truck style without it being ready to order, put this in without having to put like a ball valve or anything. I'm not too particular about what I got going back there, but that's the top one there is my jacket water temp sensor to the gauge on the pod there, and then the little guy on the bottom is the idiot light for my dash. This right here is my little tack. I just hooked it up, you know, obviously jumped it to the coil and to the battery. I'm probably gonna go ahead and run lines all the way through and attach it, and I'm gonna put it on the steering column right here. Okay, this is where it's gonna go. It's gonna sit up about right there. I'm curious. I like it. You know, I'm gonna leave it. And then there we go. I was reading some jacket water, and I did have about 55 psi of oil, so I know that's good to go. I do need to finish hooking up those. So anyway, that's it for this video. It's probably stupid long, but oh yeah, and I got this in too. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to embroider on it. I'm not sure what I want to put. Probably do not touch. And then we're gonna go maybe see a drive shaft company tomorrow about getting a new drive shaft. And I'll explain it in another video. Alright, y'all take care. Thanks for stopping by.